Welcome to today's presentation. If you're interested in learning more about a simplified way to produce presentation videos where you appear as more than just a little dot on the screen, you've come to the right presentation. Let's get started. Nowadays, we can make screen capture videos that allow us to record a soundtrack while we go through some slides. Loom and Screencast-O-Matic can be used for this purpose, and so can QuickTime Player on the Mac. Those are all fine, but when you want something that looks a bit more like live television, the One Button Studio, or OBS, may be the solution for you. The OBS is operated by the Center for Language and Technology for the benefit of faculty in the College of Arts, Languages, and Letters. So why would you want to shoot presentation video? Making and distributing such videos is an important part of implementing blended learning strategies that help you leverage technology to optimize the use of your live class time. Part of this is moving away from the traditional use of class time to present content in a one-way teacher-to-learner mode of interaction, and towards a flipped model in which students view teacher-presented material as part of their class preparation. That way, you can use class time for more productive student-student and student-teacher two-way interactions. To reserve studio time, please browse clt.manoa.hawaii.edu/reservations and scroll down to engage in a reservation dialog. On the reservation page, you will select the OBS from the Select Room or Equipment dialog, supply a date and time, and you'll see whether that time has already been reserved or not. Complete and submit the form to let us know when you would like to have your studio session. You will probably need an hour your first time. The OBS is located in the Mauka wing of the first floor of Moore Hall in room 160. When you come down to the room for your reserved time, please knock on the door and prepare to show your Lumicite app to the studio coordinator. The OBS has a lot of equipment inside that's all linked together with master control software. When you first walk in, you'll see computers, lights, a big microphone overhead, a camera with a ring of lights on it, and maybe a mark on the floor where you should stand for the best camera angle. It can be a bit intimidating at first. Let's demystify some of this. The first thing to know is that when you go on camera in the OBS, you're being green screened or chroma keyed. This helps the software place your image over a graphic background, much as when you choose a virtual background in Zoom. For your background, you will typically choose a neutral image or a wash of color. You can also choose to use video as a background so that you are placed into the video image. Think of the possibilities. The only difference between the two images you see on the slide is that in the one with the gray screen, the green chroma key lights are not active. In the one with the green screen, the lights have been activated and the reflective screen is picking up the color. This green color is what facilitates placing your image into the background image. The next thing to know is that when you go on camera in the OBS, several computers are working together to compose the image that you see in the monitor. Because this is so, it takes some time for everything to be stitched together and placed in the final composite video image. So there may be moments when you have to wait for things to happen, and you will also notice a delay between your image on the live camera monitor and your image on the small monitor at the left that is showing the rendered video. Just take things nice and slow. Okay, let's review the steps that happen before you actually begin your shoot. First, if you have a video script, you can copy and paste it into a special text file that can be used like a teleprompter. The script text appears directly on top of all the other images directly on the video monitor. Of course, it will not appear in the final stitched video. Loading your script is a good first step. This is done on the machine furthest to the right. A good way to fetch your script is to have it in a Google Docs file that you can access for copy and paste directly from this computer. The next step is to load your own background image or use the ones that are already on the desktop of the Step 2 computer. Just open the image or video you want and display it in full screen mode. see the View menu. The next thing to get loaded is your presentation file. You can use your own PPT file, Google Slides, or an Apple Keynote file. There's a clicker for slides, and you should put your slides into presentation mode and test the clicker right away. If you don't have slides to run, that's fine. There's a special chroma key PPT file on the desktop that you can use to make the slide layer invisible. Cue up your first slide and get ready for the next step. Now, move to the step 3 computer, which is on the leftmost side of the whole array. Find the cable with the USB receptacle. Insert your USB memory stick for storing your videos, and wait a few seconds. The system, lights, camera, etc., will be ready to record. Check to make sure that the big TV, the live view, and the small monitor, the final cut video screen to the left, show the stage, you, with your presentation file and your background. Check to make sure the ceiling lights are on. Please use Mac OS formats or FAT32 for your USB memory stick. We cannot guarantee results when you use other file formats. You can start recording and stop recording by pushing the 1 button. You will see a 10-second countdown on the small screen. Use your 10-second countdown to place yourself in the actor's position and start the teleprompter. Don't forget to bring the PowerPoint clicker. When you finish your presentation, push the Start/Stop button again. Then allow at least 1 minute for the video to render before you remove your USB stick. You will see a message when it's finished. Your POW. Don't forget to take your stick with you. For added security, clean up your files and sign out of your accounts.